RPG Life Sciences, that particular stock is in focus. Yugal Sikri, CEO of RPG Life, is now joining us to talk more about numbers. The stock is nudging 2,000 rupee mark now, 7.5% higher. Sikri, morning. Thanks so much for your time. So with this result, which is actually a pretty good one, you are now clocking close to 750, 800 crore on the top line on an annual run rate with 100 crore on the profit front. Pretty reasonable landmark for a company to reach that number. Just about 1,200 crore companies in India have 100 crore plus profitability. What's the area of focus from here on? You've achieved pretty much what you had guided 2 years back on that direction. Margins have expanded. So what's the focus area from here on?
Thanks, Ajay, for bringing me on your channel. Yes, the last 5-6 year journey had been quite gratifying on all parameters. Now, specific to your question, you know that we are into 3 business segments: domestic formulations, international formulations, and API. So far, our tremendous focus has been on domestic formulation because that contributes 66-67% to our turnover. And that is what has helped us to reach where we have reached today in all parameters. Now, we have the 3 engines of growth. One is domestic formulation, second is international formulations, and third is API. On domestic formulations, our current 5-pillar growth strategy continues, which is product portfolio rejuvenation, strategic asset building, the customer segment enhancement, the efficiencies enhancement, profitability improvement, etc., etc. Now, the second and third growth engine, which are very, very critical for our growth now, are the international formulations and API. And for their growth, we have 2 prerequisites. One is a plant which is modern, cost optimized, and is approvable by the best of the regulators. I'm happy to share with you that we have invested close to about over 140 crore capex on both the plants. Our API plant is getting ready, is almost ready now, and our formulation plant is under readiness. I'm also happy to share with you that we had got the Australian regulator to visit our plant. Australian regulator TG has approved our API plant now. And so one is the plant modernization and capacity expansion. And the second is the product pipeline buildup. We have our modernized R&D, which is now working on the new products, both in the API and the formulation. And that is what will help us to drive our business going forward. In those areas, we have very distinctive product portfolio strategy identified,
right.
As well as the kind of the markets we will enter.
Sure.
Also, we have identified already, which is what we are currently working on. Apart from that,
Sure.
innovation, digitalization, and the talent focus are the 3 areas which will support all the 3: domestic formulation, international formulations, and API going forward.
Right. Right. Sir, I just want to know furthermore in terms of the API segment, right? You're highlighting a bit more in terms of obviously the plant side, but you're expecting more of that demand push coming in, price recovery. What is giving you this confidence for the API segment?
As I mentioned earlier, the confidence on API is coming, one, because we have now modern plant with expanded capacity available to us. Second, the focus which we are now put in on the R&D pipeline. We have over 10 molecules under development today. And I think we have confidence that those molecules will help us to grow our business, not only on our existing markets, as well as in the new markets. Now, in what gives us the confidence in API also is our focus on certain niche product portfolios which we have identified. One is our immunosuppressant basket. We were manufacturing azathioprine so far. We are now working towards manufacturing yet another immunosuppressant called mycophenolate. Second, we are also focusing on the low volume but less competitive product portfolio, which will give us not only the sales business, but we'll also make sure that our profitability continues uninterrupted the way it has been going for the last 5-6 years.
Right. So do you think the next 100 crore on your annual profit will actually likely to come in lesser number of years, 3 to 4 years. Is that a fair estimate?
I'm always optimistic. The optimism has brought us so far, and I'm sure that optimism will take us forward. Doubling, trebling, the sky's the limit for us. And only thing I can tell you, we have plans in place, we have execution excellence in this place, and there is a desire in the team to be a benchmark company. I must also share with you that we are a benchmark company now in 1,000 crore turnover company on almost all financial matrices. And that confidence helps us to think beyond what we have achieved so far, and not only doubling, tripling the turnover, but also the profit.
I'm confident of that and wish you all the best, you and your team, Mr. Sikri, to achieve better numbers even from here on. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Ajay.
With that, it's a wrap on the show. Thanks for watching.